All right, so will AI take over your current job? Many of you guys are worried about this. I'm gonna give you guys the exact answer and the truth about AI and what's gonna happen in the next 5 years. So if you guys understand the AI history and kind of what happened, it all started back, obviously decades ago, and there were books and stuff, but more, I guess, with innovation purposes, about 10 years ago in 2015, Elon Musk and Sam Altman talked about creating ChatGPT, or like an AI interface you can chat to it and it'll give you an answer. So this has been existing for a long time. Then about in 2023, ChatGPT 2 or ChatGPT 3 came out. I believe it was ChatGPT 3 actually. It came out. And I have a lot of knowledge just because one of my first, I guess, quote unquote jobs, you can call it, when I was 16 years old, I worked for this company called Remotasks, sorry. And basically we were grading AI responses. And I moved up to a pretty high level pretty quickly because I understood it pretty well. And I was above average. I have a pretty high IQ. I'm a pretty smart kid. I started learning about this and I'm like, damn, this is actually going to change the world. So it started then. And then now, obviously, it's been about 2.5, 3 years since that occurred. And now it's unbelievable. Claude's making a big push. And now Claude's one of the biggest tools on the planet right now. And I think it's only going to go, I guess, be more and more innovative. And it's definitely going to affect a lot of people positively, but also, unfortunately, with positives, there's also negativity and negatives as well. So that's just the unfortunate truth. But the truth of it is, if you don't utilize AI correctly, yes, you're going to get left behind. I can't be taken over by AI because I use AI. I use AI for everything I do, okay? And that's why I've had a lot of success. And that's why I guarantee in the next 5 or 6 years, you guys who are watching this now, 6 years ahead or whatever, are gonna be like, oh my God, how is this Colin Hughes guy so big? How has he made so much money? The reason I'm gonna make so much money is because I understand trends and I adapt very quickly. As an entrepreneur, you have to know how to adapt quickly, and that's what I'm doing. But for you guys who are normal people who are trying to get jobs, who are maybe concerned about your rent, you're not able to pay for things because AI is gonna take over your job and it's gonna be very hard to afford things. Just know that it's only gonna get harder in terms of affording things. Inflation's only gonna go up. Clearly, no matter what president is in office, there's still gonna be problems with cash, right? They keep printing, the Federal Reserve keeps printing, and things are only becoming more and more expensive. So you're probably asking, okay, Colin, what should you do? What should you do? My view is you should take a risk and become an entrepreneur. Work a job and we're working 9 to 5, and after your 9 to 5, from 5 to 9 or 5 to 10 p.m., you should work on business, learn, educate yourself, learn AI. Everything's in front of you. You can learn anything you want on your damn computer or iPhone. So I highly recommend for you guys to learn, because if you don't learn, you're gonna be left behind. Even if you wanna get a job, let's say you're going to work a 9 to 5, you don't wanna take a risk. I obviously tell people, hey, you should be an entrepreneur, because what's the point of living this life boring? What's the point of living this life and not doing anything you wanna do and not taking risk? Your life is a risk. This is a risk. Me being awake every day and me being alive, I'm taking a risk by being here. You know what I mean? By saying this stuff, I'm taking a risk. Everything is a risk. There's a risk to everything. So why not take risks as well if you're trying to be an entrepreneur? It doesn't hurt. But again, I think, will it leave you behind? It really just depends on what you're doing, okay? If you're working a job and you're not intelligent, you're not a hardworking person, you're gonna get left behind. But history repeats itself, okay, guys? And I want you guys to look back in the 90s, whenever the dot-com boom happened. Jobs didn't necessarily go away. People thought, oh, it's gonna change a lot of things. Yes, it changed the type of jobs you do, but those jobs got replaced with new jobs. I guarantee you a lot of new jobs that are gonna come now are gonna be electrician jobs, jobs to do with looking over electricity, checking over AI, things like that. And obviously manual labor is still gonna be there, but a lot of these software engineers, coders, those are all going away. If you're a coder and you don't know sales, you're cooked. You gotta learn sales, because sales is very tough. I mean, obviously, look, will sales eventually get taken over by AI? Yes, but you need to be intelligent every single realm. Most people who are just coders and code all day don't have knowledge in sales and don't know how to actually sell shit. They just know how to make shit on their websites. But unfortunately for you, people like me can vibe code it and make a website in like 10 minutes. So it's like, you're kind of in a bad spot, so you need to adapt. Part of being an entrepreneur and being a successful entrepreneur is adapting, okay? You need to be very critical of yourself. And right now is prime time. In the next 5 years, tons of millionaires are gonna be made from AI. Tons of them. And I hope to God it's you too. I'll be up there, I'll be there too. But I know, I heard this the other day, and I was from a very wealthy person, and he told me this. People are so worried about AI taking over jobs, and they get so worried about that, they stop working on themselves. Outside distractions, outside things should never affect you and what you're doing in your life. Those things could happen. Maybe they don't happen. But I could die tomorrow. I can get struck by a bomb and die tonight, maybe. Who knows? But like, understand that anything is possible. Any single realm of possibility could happen to you, okay? So you have to understand that there are many outcomes in any single situation, but the only thing you can work on is yourself and become the best person you can be. All these wars, all these AI news, OpenClaw, all these things, truthfully, it doesn't even matter because you should just become the best person and the best version of yourself. That's what matters, okay? So understand that will it take some jobs? Yes. You should be very smart if you're in college about what major you're doing. You shouldn't do a bullshit major. I'm honestly not very fond of college because of all the negative effects of it, but there are positive things about college too. Let's be honest, there totally are. But again, you should be very wary about what you're, trying to do in your life. Because if you're doing some political science major, realistically, you're not going to be able to find a job. Software engineers are in a bad spot right now. Cybersecurity is also getting in a bad spot because AI can just take it over. So if you're in college and you're trying to do that, sales is always been a good option for you. And that's why I always recommend entrepreneurship. But the problem is a lot of people are trying to become entrepreneurs and most aren't going to make it. And that's the reality. So you have to understand that most of you guys who want to be entrepreneurs are going to have to work your fucking ass off to make it. And it's possible to make it, but it's very hard. Every day is a war. And you have to be okay with that, all right? That's from my personal experience. If you're not utilizing AI, you're gonna get left behind though. So I really want you guys to use AI, use Claude Code, use OpenClaw, use ChatGPT, use whatever tool you wanna use, because I can't tell you guys enough. New technology is changing, right? New technology is changing the world. And if you don't utilize the things you have and the tools you have, it's just not gonna help you. AI tools right now are at the spot where if you utilize it, it can help you build stuff, it can help you sell things, it can help you make money. 5 years from now, I guarantee you, I could probably do tons of things different with AI that will advance it even farther than what it's doing now. Like right now, I could do small things. Eventually, I'll probably run my whole entire company. Right now, I'm trying to work on it, running my whole entire company, but there's some parts I can't do yet. But in 5 years from now, oh my God, it will literally be crazy. And people like me are gonna be billionaires, literally billionaires will be because we know how to use it correctly. And you guys will probably see this in 5 or 10 years from now, maybe not even a year from now, and like a decade from now. And you're gonna come back and watch this video and be like, damn, he was right. So if you guys are, I'm not sure what's gonna happen in 5, 10 years from now, I don't know. But if you guys are in that 5 or 10 year gap and you didn't take action the last few years, you gotta blame yourself for it. But understand it's never over. Your life still has a lot of time left. So you can still figure it out and you can still learn and you could still become the best version of yourself. But I will say a lot's gonna change. So I'm actually gonna rewatch this video in 5 years from now once all these things change, and I'll probably be astonished by what's happening in the world because I bet tons of new technology is gonna come out. But understand this, and I'm gonna say it one more time. AI won't take all your jobs, but it will take your job if you don't know how to utilize it. Every single employer, if you're trying to get hired somewhere, every single employer is gonna want you to know how to use AI. And I'm not talking about knowing how to get homework answers from it. I'm talking about knowing how to prompt it correctly, okay? So I'll probably talk about that in more videos. I don't really specialize in AI videos, but it is important to understand because I do utilize it a ton in my business. But entrepreneurs out there who are not using AI, or you're gonna get left behind, utilize the tools you have correctly. History repeats itself, okay? The Industrial Revolution, look what happened then, tons of innovation. The dot-com bubble in the 90s, tons of innovation. Even in the 50s and 60s, tons of innovations. Now in 2026, tons of innovations. So you just need to stay ahead of your time because understand that history repeats itself, and that if you are ahead of your time and you're using all the innovation you can, you make the best tools possible, you make the most money possible, I guarantee you, you have nothing to worry about. So I hope you guys do enjoy this video. I hope you guys understand that don't panic. And a lot of these tools are shiny object syndrome. They're made to distract you, but just become the best version of yourself, work hard, and just be very adaptive. If you can do those things, you have nothing to worry about. It's all the news, all propaganda. It's trying to make you feel a certain way. Just keep working hard, keep being adaptive, and keep working to make the best thing you can make the best product you can make the best tool you can make, and become the best person, an entrepreneur you can be. I promise you, if you stay ahead of your time, you're not gonna be in trouble. If you stay behind your time and you're lazy and you don't work hard, you're gonna be in a lot of trouble. Take these notes, y'all. I promise you it's gonna help you, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you.